Hey everyone, Ridge 6 here. Today we are going to do some cargo hauling here in Stanton, but we're going to do this with some new contracts. Redwind Hauling, which is primarily based out of Pyro, has now moved into Stanton. Let me show you what I mean. So if you pull up your contracts, there is an introductory one that you have to do, but they're under the small grade. Once you've done the introductory one, and notice this is going to Dupree Industrial Manufacturing Facility on Hurston, 7 of Tungsten. This one goes to Grey Cat. I think all of their contracts go from either the Grey Cat or the Dupree. And so I'm going to pick one up from each of those. Notice that they're 117,000 credits for 7 or 8 SCU, and you bring it to Everest Harbor. So we're going to take the Zeus ES, which is one of my all-time favorite ships, by the way. I'm super happy that today it made it into the final 4 of the Best in Show. So these contracts are taking us to distribution centers on Hurston. And so I was just at Lorville, so just needed to come up out of atmosphere. And we're going to jump to the first one, which I think is the Grey Cat one, maybe. And so we'll cruise right over here. Not a very long jump at all. I've actually done a lot of cargo hauling for Redwind in Pyro. And so when I saw that they were now offering contracts in Stanton, that caught my eye. I've done a few of these now, and they're pretty fun. I think one thing that makes these fun is that you do not get to land in the hangar. As you'll notice as I pull up to this, it gives me no option to hail the ATC because I think these are a little bit unsanctioned. Redwind hauling in Pyro definitely. Yeah, see, I can't even hail the ATC, and if I hit left alt N, it doesn't do anything either. So you can't get a hangar, which means you have to use the outdoor post. Look at that, there's a Zeus. Although that looks like a Wicklow Zeus. That's pretty cool. So we're gonna land near one of these outdoor freight elevators. If you've never been to these, there are 4 at each of the distribution centers, and there's a little pad, it's covered. And so you land just outside of its little covered area. Oh my gosh, they're already shooting at me. What I was just about to say is what makes these fun is you get shot at. It's a mixture of FPS and cargo hauling, which makes it an absolute blast. I've never had them shooting at me as soon as I arrive, though. This is a first.
Engines are off.
So I've already got a guy shooting at my ship. One question I had when I first did these was, am I going to get a crime stat? I like this feature of the Zeus. I can just use the airlock to go out on the roof if I'm ever landing in a hostile situation like this. But no, you do not get a crime stat because I think the idea is that these are like Ninetales or a hostile group of some sort, and so you do not get a crime stat when you shoot these NPCs that are trying to shoot you. I think he must be under the wing of the ship here. I was hoping to just shoot him from the roof, but looks like I'm gonna need to drop down. Oh, where is he? There he is. All right, quick note, I am not the best at FPS. I'm trying to get better. I've been doing a lot of it in the Onyx facilities, trying to improve my skills, but I am still not very good at it. So give me a break in the comments, why don't you? So there's usually a few guys that will come out from the shadows and try to shoot you while you are getting your cargo. So, oh, I've got a guy coming right here with I can see his light. Yep. Oh, yep, thought I heard somebody. Oh, I probably should have just ducked into the freight elevator. Oh my gosh. I also am just in medium armor, which is... Oh, crap, 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 crap. Man. I should have brought heavy armor. I've honestly not had it... Oh. I've honestly not had it this aggressive right off the bat as I land. Usually it's like 2 or 3 guys. There was once when I was doing this. What in the heck? I think he was over here on my right. There was one time when I was doing this, these contracts earlier in the week, that I think I had like 20 guys come out. But then there are other times when there are no hostiles, so hit or miss. Oh, another guy. Yeah, goodness sakes. Holy cow. Okay, well I promise they are not all like this. This one is a little bit heavier than normal. Where are you? Oh. Alright, but like I said, this is a little more exciting than normal cargo hauling because it mixes combat with cargo. So if throwing boxes is not enough for you, maybe you can haul a little bit for Red Wind. Let me make sure there's no other guys hanging around out here. Alright, let's hurry and get the cargo pulled up before more bad guys show up. Oh. Goodness sakes. Oh, tier 2 arm injury now. Okay, they are not all like this, I promise. But I find this to be a lot more fun. I don't think I got the button. This adds some spice to cargo hauling, which is a lot of fun. And they're not all this hostile. Okay, so always bring a max lift to these because then from all the way over here, which this is as close as you can get your ship, then you can just use your max lift to grab them from a little bit of cover inside your ship. I will say I did the first couple of these with my raft, and that works really, really well. So if you have a raft, it works great. You can land exactly where I'm at right here, run over there real quick, pull up your cargo, run back, and use the ship's tractor beam to grab your cargo. Could work well with, you know, the Zeus CL or the C1 Spirit, which have the tractor beams. I actually just find it incredibly enjoyable to actually get out of the ship and have to fight your way through it. But repooling my mags real quick. Come on. Let me close this. When I was here the other day, actually, I was able to pick up cargo while it was raining. Had some of that dynamic rain happening, which was really cool. And while I'm going to switch over to the other contract real quick. While I was enjoying the rain and looking at the rain, I actually had some guys start shooting at me, which it had been a boring contract until then. And so, actually, I think I recorded a little video clip of that. So maybe I will insert that little clip of the dynamic rain here as well, while I go to the next pickup location. Yeah, this rain is cool. Look at this. It's actually making my suit wet and the gun wet. It's really cool. Yeah, I like that. Ow. Ow. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Caught me with my guard down here. Where are you? There you are. Gotcha. Alright, coming into the second location here. Check out this cool sunset here on Hurston. The beautiful Zeus Mark II ES. Alright, gonna go land right here at an open area. And we'll do the same thing. Another 8 SEU to go to Everus Harbor. Alright, no one's shooting my ship so far. I think I've done maybe 10 of these. 117,000 contracts for Redwind. And they've mostly been like this, where there's no one at first. So it's usually once you start pulling up the cargo, they show up. That last pickup was a little unusual from my experience, but let's go ahead and get the cargo pulled up. All right, there we go. Cargo is pulled up and still no hostiles. Just a piece of a freelancer. Guns on the ground though. I've picked up a decent amount of loot from these missions as well, so it's a great mix of FPS, cargo, loot goblin, all of that. A lot of fun. If you haven't done any hauling for Redwind over in Pyro, excuse me, I recommend it. It's a lot of fun. It's got a feel of danger. There's more risk involved, which can be a nice change of scenery for cargo haulers in Stanton who might be feeling a little bored. All right, well, no hostiles at this location, which is a big difference from the first one. All right, let's get out of here. Both of these contracts that we've picked up now need to be delivered to Everus Harbor. So we will now just jump up out of atmosphere and then quick trip over to Everus Harbor and drop it off. All right, yeah, it looks like Everus Harbor is a little bit behind the planet, so I'm just gonna jump to, looks like Aberdeen, just not all the way to Aberdeen, just a little bit of a jump to make Everus more visible. There we go, that should have been plenty. There we are. All right, well, I just did 2 of these contracts and it took, by the time I'm done, it's gonna be about 25 minutes, which is not bad for 2 117,000 contracts. It could be done a lot faster, honestly. I'm not trying to make the most amount of money the fastest that I can. I'm doing just fine on money, not grinding for anything big. And so, but if you wanted to, if you had something like a raft, you could pick up 5 of these contracts and go pick up all 5 before you come back to Everus Harbor and make a lot of money fast. What is that? That'd be over 700,000, and you could probably do it in an hour, maybe. So this could be a good moneymaker, honestly. 117,000 each, and for a small amount of cargo, and you get some FPS mixed in, which is a lot of fun. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and unload these boxes. One other thing that I really like about these Redwind contracts is they give you 4 SU boxes, unlike Kovalex. This would have been a bunch of 1 SU boxes. All right, last one. Oh no. Okay, crap. I've had this happen at Everus Harbor this patch, which is, yeah, see, this cargo elevator seems to be broken. Sometimes the other one will work, but that's annoying. So okay, let me move these 4 boxes over to the other freight elevator real quick. Here's the last one. Nice, getting some wear and tear on my ship. It's been a while since I've had to claim this baby. I love it when the ships get wear and tear with some mileage. Makes them look great. All right, last box on the second freight elevator attempt. No way. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. This is PvE at its finest. Player versus elevator. Oh man, you got to be kidding me. All right, what to do? I'm gonna try the Alt F4 trick. All right, sometimes Alt F4 and then immediately jumping back into the game without changing servers fixes things like this. I've never tried it before, but let's see if this works. Never tried it before with a freight elevator issue. Well, my cargo's here, and it looks like my contracts are still with me. Oh, that's weird. It moved the cargo out of the freight elevator, which is kind of funny. Let's see if Alt F4 fixed the issue. Fingers crossed. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Yes. Yes, please. Yes, it looks like it worked. Okay, objective complete. And second objective complete. That's fantastic. Did it submit the contracts? No, they're still here and accepted, but it's showing that both contracts have been fulfilled. It's great, so I'm just gonna go ahead and hit submit. Sweet. And submit. Yes. Okay. Both contracts complete. This is also building my Redwind Line Haul rep, which I am partway through member. So that's great that it's building that rep as well. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Have you done any hauling with Redwind? Either here in Stanton or in Pyro? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow along.